Today is Day, and we're at the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. I'm here with Bob O'Brien. He's going to be the commentator and color host of today's parade. Last year's parade got as far as Coyle's to the Midtown Bar. We're hoping that this year at least gets around the corner by the Cozy Bar, or the Corner Bar. So it's cold, the sun finally came out a little bit, it was snowing a little bit, the wind has died down, so maybe we're going to have a good parade. I believe this must be Melissa, right?
Here comes the Colleen.
Here comes the Colleen. And I believe she's going to be doing the color commentator with Bob. Hello, Melissa.
Hello.
We're doing
Happy
a
St.
promo,
Patrick's
same
Day.
to you. As we can see, we're all in the green here. So we're going to give you a mic and let you two work the table up here, and I'll be working the road. And this parade is about ready to start.
Yes.
So we'll be back in just a moment with the parade.
Well, Melissa, the parade is heading down the street now, and pretty soon it'll be down in front of us. And like all good Irish parades, we get to take a run at something, and we're going to find out how it's going to happen to work out as we watch it. You had a big time at your house this morning, I heard?
We had lots of fun, good Irish coffee and soda bread, scones, lots of Irish music, and even had Mary O'Brien trying to dance the jig this morning, but she said she was kind of tired after dancing the jig at the Irish wake last night.
She looked that way. Oh, that's too bad. We're having a number of floats that were supposed to participate. You got to get off here, honey. A number of floats supposed to participate. Some of them didn't show, and there's a number that came that we didn't recognize.
Talk to the camera. You don't give you a shot here. Turn around and talk to the camera.
Well, it's kind of brisk out here today, Bob.
Yeah, but folks, anytime you start anything on St. Patrick's Day, you can kind of plan on something like that. So we'd like to talk to you a little bit about why St. Patrick and what his life was. And St. Patrick, you know, was really an Italian. And
You don't tell me.
He was an Italian. He was an Italian. He was born in Brittany. When he was 16 years of age, he was kidnapped and taken to Ireland. And he was a slave in Ireland for...
Well, if you're going to be kidnapped, that's the place to go.
Yeah, he was a slave in Ireland for about 6 years. And then he had a vision. God told him that he should get to the shore, there'd be a ship waiting for him there. Did you realize that?
No, I didn't know any of this.
And when he got there, the ship was waiting for him, and he went back to Ireland after he became a priest and started his work over there. The first float we see here today after the color guard is Finnegan's Wake, brought to you by Coyles and Sarnes.
Finnegan's Wake.
And there's St. Patrick himself.
Hey, St. Patrick.
One of the things that's so nice about this whole thing is the Irish and American flags. Did you notice that? The Irish were always...
Irish-American girls carrying them, too.
Yeah. And the Irish were, and always were great citizens when they come to the United States. So the two of them go pretty well together.
Why is the hearse stopping?
Huh?
Why is the hearse stopping?
I don't know.
They
They
must
can't
have
get the
broken
thing
down.
started. They're out rebuilding the hearse now.
I wonder what's going on.
They waked poor Finnegan last night out at Northport. Were you out there last night?
Well, I did go and pay my respects to Finnegan.
They got it running again, we think.
There, they got it running.
And the priest that's right.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my God, we lost.
Look at that!
We lost Finnegan.
Finnegan flew right out. Oh.
Poor Finnegan.
Oh, I don't believe it.
And here we come with the mourners, and the widow Finnegan is. She was the farmer. Judy. Some Irish potatoes.
There's several widows. Was he married more than once?
No, but one is a mistress, and we aren't too sure what killed Finnegan, but that kind of looks like it. And there's a dog. Did you notice that dog?
That dog is a Kerry Blue Terrier. He's the official dog of Ireland, owned by Fern Ferg, right here in New London.
Oh.
And there's a nice story that goes along with the blue Kerry blues of a Spanish wreck and the male dog swimming to shore and landing in the Killarney area and breeding all the bitches in Killarney, and the blue terrier is what resulted. So, why, look at that, my own mother and my daughter. From Studio Antiques, Jean Trogger and Macushla Mulroy.
Tell us something about that baby carriage.
Well, that baby carriage is from the late 1800s. That's a nice Victorian wicker baby carriage.
I see Jim Lauren is here with his family from Lauren Insurance.
Hi,
He's out
Jim.
in Lebanon, you know.
In Lebanon.
Yeah, he's out in Lebanon.
I hear there's
He's
a lot of Irish
big
out
insurance
there.
people. And here's
You wouldn't know about that, Bob.
No. This is, who is this?
Patrick Curran.
That
Oh,
Curran.
that's a nice 37
Isn't that a
Chev.
beautiful
Nice.
37 Chev? He's done a good job with it.
Beautiful.
And here comes the Grand Marshal and the Irishman of the Year, Jim Murphy.
Oh, good.
And
the Irish Rose.
Margaret Barrington.
Nice.
And here's Bucky Besaw. Bucky's
Bucky.
running for mayor, huh?
Bucky Obisaw.
Bucky Besaw.
My grandkids are Irish, he says. They got some Rowan in them.
And this is the Cranes from County Cork, Ireland to Lebanon, Wisconsin. They're Art and Jack and Bill and Bob and all the Cranes.
Boy, that's a nice group.
They're a good bunch of people.
You see what that float says? May you be in heaven a half hour before the devil knows you're dead.
Yeah. And here comes an Irishman, another one from out there in the Lebanon area.
Hop's Irish Pub.
That's where they had the wake last night, wasn't it?
That's right. They even had ice on the corpse, keeping him cool.
Keeping them cool. I never saw anything except a cool Irish corp.
Well, when they weren't keeping the body cool, they were keeping their beer cool.
And this is St. Patrick's of Stevensville, and they're having a roundup, and that's the Roundup Queen. Their roundup is August 11th and 12th. Do you ever go to that one, Miss
That
Lynn?
sounds like a lot of fun. I think we should go over there sometime.
And here comes a bunch of Irish farmers. And those Irish farmers are very, very good farmers. You know that? They spread an awful lot of fertilizer, and that's what makes them so good. That's the Griffins and Egan farms. They raise some good-looking kids, too, don't they? Look at those girls.
All the Colleens of Lebanon.
Yeah. And this is Elvis McPresley Machine Company.
Now,
from
who do we have
Hapa.
here? I never knew Elvis was Irish.
Well, everybody today is Irish. That's why we know that St. Patrick's could perform miracles, you know. Because he's able to convert all the people of the world today. You know, in the first, there's an official Blarney spreader.
You're talking about spreading Blarney before?
Yeah. And who else have we got coming up here?
Boy, we're lucky these parade entries
Is that
didn't
Wayne
chicken out.
Joltzman there? Who is that now? Somebody just got in the parade, huh?
Got a little extra one there.
Say, this parade is a lot bigger than when we started out Wednesday, isn't it?
Well, it sure is. A month ago, I had trouble talking anybody into being in the parade, and just took one or two people to say yes, and all of a sudden they decided it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is the Fish and Game Club float. They're having a big
whale of a
whopper
float.
event. That's a big one. Yeah, 13th, 14th, to 15th, a big whopper weekend. And here comes the original Blarney Stone.
You get no Blarney at Coast to Coast.
You know what that's all about, that Blarney Stone?
Why don't you tell me, Bob?
Well, the Blarney Stone is supposed to be that if you kiss it, you give a gift to gab.
You must have just kissed that stone a lot.
Never been there, never been there. Now, what's this one? From Denny's Market. We have the Denny's down there with a nice float.
Looks like a Murphy on the back.
Oh yeah, the Murphy's got to be in on this. And this is Mike's Wheel In. Look at the pretty girls on that one. You know, this is going pretty fast, this program. You can't hardly keep up with the commentary on it. And this is Opal School Board member. This is someone running for the school board. Ol Sawal. Now, I've never met the Ol Sawals. Have you? Melissa, look at that team. Look at that team of horses.
Oh, aren't they beautiful?
That's the Nolans, I believe. It looks like a
Just
Nolan sitting out in
darling.
front.
That's the Nolan team.
Jerry Murphy in back.
And look
and a
at
goat.
that goat.
Just fine, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
You know, Melissa, that goat looks just like a girl I used to date in high school. You know that?
Well, I'm glad your taste improved before you got married.
And Murphy's. Here comes Murphy's with 3 of their trucks. You know that Murphy's have a big operation in London, another one in Black Creek, and I understand they have a big operation in Florida. They're a big operation. They're a big company.
Took an enterprising Irishman to get that started.
Oh, yeah. Well, they got a few Germans helped them with it, too. You know, Melissa, the shamrock is, if you notice all the shamrocks today,
Sure
you know
did.
where that come from?
Well, I hope they came from Ireland.
No, but the reason they're so important, see, St. Patrick, when he was teaching Christianity, he used the shamrock to explain the Blessed Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So he used that shamrock because it's one person, 3 divine, you know, one thing with 3 distinct petals.
That's a beautiful story.
That's true. See, that Irish people have never been known to lie. There are some that rearrange the truth some. Noisy group. Say, this is getting to be quite a parade. I wonder what that one is. What's that float? The old dryer.
Oh, Trier.
Have something to celebrate. TJ Mulroy's. Now there's a big piece of equipment. And here comes some of New London's finest. New London Fire Department. Brings up the rear with a lot of noise, but they do good work. They were out to Northport this morning, you know. They had a big fire in Northport this morning. You know that?
Yes, I heard about that. Was
They
anyone
burned out
hurt?
that apartment. I don't think so. Well, we're going to turn this back to the boy that's running it. He'd like to sign off for you.
Thank you, Bob. That was fun watching the parade with you.
Good to be with you too, Melissa. Going, Bill? You gonna take her?
Okay. Well, that'll do it for the St. Patrick's Day 2nd Annual Parade. We hope you enjoyed it. We also say thank you to RE&D for allowing us to use our truck, use their truck to keep us kind of warm today.
Yeah.
So from Channel 16 on St. Patrick's Day, have a St. Patrick's Day and good night, New London.